In this video, we're going to discuss levels of measurement. Now, the slide that you're seeing right now is an important slide in this class. We're going to come back to the concept of levels of measurement a number of times when we talk about outcome measures and when we talk about statistics. So we've already discussed you can describe measures as either being qualitative or quantitative. You can also describe measures as being parametric or non-parametric. Um, you can also describe measures as being nominal, ordinal, interval, or ratio. And these are the levels of measurement. Nominal is the lowest level of measurement, ratio is the highest. And nominal is names, categories. So colors of apples, types of wheelchairs, those are nominal values. Interval and ratio, those are quantitative measures. Your score on the SAT, your height, your score on the FIM, those are interval or ratio. Ordinal, those are categories that can be put into an order. So things like t-shirt size, small, medium, and large. They're categories, but you can still place them in an order. And they are often treated as parametric. This is something of a source of contention in statistics and research, whether or not an ordinal value can be treated as parametric. So let me reiterate, that was an important slide. The reason why this matters is that higher levels of data can be converted to lower levels, but not vice versa. So we have incentive, researchers have incentive to use the highest level of measurement they can. Because the higher the level of measurement, the more statistical analyses that are available and the more powerful those statistical analyses are. On the other hand, the lower the level of measurement, the easier it is to group data together. However, in OT, because we often want to examine change, we want to see whether someone improved after an intervention versus before, there's a lot of value in using ratio or interval measures instead of ordinal or nominal. So, keeping these terms straight, nominal means name, categories without order. Ordinal means categories with some kind of order. Interval means you can measure the distance between two values. Right? So when did you start school and when did you graduate? Those two dates. What was the temperature in the morning and the evening? There's an actual mathematic, you can do addition and subtraction with them. Ratio, you can actually do division as well. And there is a zero value that makes sense, right? So if I say it's 0 inches, that means there is no length to it. If I say it's 0 degrees outside, that doesn't mean there is no temperature. Nominal and ordinal sometimes get confused. The way to keep them distinguished is that nominal is for categories without an order, so gender, marital status. Ordinal categories can be ordered, so small, medium, large, freshman, sophomore, junior, senior. Ordinal and interval can both be ordered. Interval scales have the same distance between successive values. So the distance between 20 and 30 degrees is the same as the distance between 30 and 40 degrees. The distance between not satisfied and satisfied may not be the same as the distance between satisfied and extremely satisfied. But in both cases, 0 doesn't mean you have nothing of something. So if it's 0 degrees out, it's not the case that there is no temperature. Interval and ratio both use numbers. Interval, the numbers are evenly spaced. Ratio values are amounts. They're measuring or counting something. And so ratio, the amount of something, 0 means you have none of it. So it may be a proportion. You have 0% of you got 0% of the questions right. You have 0% of your battery left. You got 0 pieces of pizza. It may be a count of something. So you have $15. You have 20 pieces of wood. You have 5 questions right on the exam.